Hi there, my name is Josh Holmes, and I am doing this little series on resume tips. And today's tip is about having a skills breakout section on your resume, right? So here's the reason you want a skills breakout on your resume. The recruiter has been told, look for these skills, right? So rather than making them read every single job description, you have a little skills breakout. It's right there. They can go glance at it. They can see it, right? As a hiring manager, the way that I use that skills breakout is that I quickly glance at the skills breakout. I look for the skills that I'm looking for, and then I glance at the jobs that you've done, the hobbies that you have, the side hustles that you have, all anything that's listed on the resume. I'm looking for evidence that you've done the skill that is there, right? So if you do have the skills breakout, make sure that you're backing that up with actual experience, right? A couple other quick things on the skills breakout. Um, don't put 50 things on there, right? If it's 50 things, I'm going to assume that you don't do any of them particularly well. Think about like when you walk into a restaurant and they've got 50 pages worth of menu, you know that they don't do anything on there, at 5-star quality. Everything on there is going to be edible, but it's going to be edible, right? So, A, tighten that list, make sure it's a relevant list, particularly applying to the skills that are listed, in the job description. Uh, don't have repeats and those types of things. So, there was a resume I read last week that had program management and software program management. Okay, or weirder .NET 3, .NET 3.5, .NET 4, etc. I'm like, really? Come on. Do you know C Sharp? Do you not know C Sharp? Like, the underlying platform, the C Sharp, the .NET runtime, that's malleable. You can figure out what goes in each one of the versions. I don't need to see that as separate skills and breakouts and so on and so forth. So make sure that it's a relevant list, cold to the job that you're actually applying for, and so on. Also, think about the relevancy of the skills that you are putting on there from a, do these technologies even exist? If I see Windows 95 on your skills list, really? Okay. If you list Microsoft Word, okay, thinking about, relevant technologies, but not relevant to the job, Microsoft Word is the top one on your list. Oh, interesting. Okay. That's a choice. Not one I agree with, but it's a choice, right? But also realize anything that you put on your resume is fair game. Anything is in play, right? There's a fellow that listed VB6 on his resume. I asked him questions about IUnknown and VAR and memory management in VB6, and he was like, "Wait, what?" I was like, "Yeah." So, you know, you put it on your resume. It's fair game. I haven't done it in 15 years. It's been out of support for I don't know how long. I don't know why you listed it on your resume in the first place, but since you did, let's have that conversation, right? If you list French, great. Je parle un petit peu de français, so I speak a little bit of French. So I will ask you questions. If you put it on your resume, it's fair game. You put it on the board. I can now play, right? So think about your skills. Think about the short, tight list that is relevant to the job, are skills that you actually still want to do. So COBOL is not on my skills list anymore because I never want to do it again. Right. Make sure those are relevant technologies. Make sure that those are the technologies you want to put forth as representing you. Make sure you back them up, and make sure they have an order that matters. Right. So yes, have a skill section. That's the tip for the day. So I appreciate you. Thanks so much for watching the video. Feel free to follow me on Twitter. Check out my blog at joshholmes.com, and obviously feel free to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thank you much.